The world of One Piece will undergo a drastic shift in power towards the end of the series, and new forces are likelier to show up and take control of the era. With several pirates in the worst generation and the Yonko striving for greatness, all in a time where the Revolutionary Army openly challenges the government, it makes sense to put more than just 10 characters in the list of the strongest end of series One Piece characters. So we start our list with number 15, Coby. Coby is one of Luffy's friends who set out his own journey to become an admiral of the Navy. Right now, he's a marine captain. However, he's likely going to climb up the ladder at some point and become an admiral. Coby may not be powerful just yet. However, by the end of the series, he is likely to become somewhat close to Luffy in terms of strength. We are certain that Luffy is definitely going to be stronger than him at the end of the series. At number 14, we go with aokiji. A former admiral of the Navy, joined up with the Blackbeard pirates after leaving the world government's military forces and seemed to have unknown goals for now. He will in one way or the other prove influential when the turn in the tides of the era does happen. Aokiji, being a former admiral, will likely easily be among the strongest One Piece characters if he stays alive. And at number 13, we go with Smoker. Smoker is one of the vice admirals of the Navy who aims to take down Straw Hat Luffy among other pirates. Smoker also aims to change the corrupt system of the world government somehow. Being one of the most important characters, it goes without saying that Smoker will one day be capable of achieving his goals. It is possible that he will be Fleet Admiral of the Navy once the current system falls. Number 12, Dracule Mihawk. The current strongest swordsman in the world, Dracule Mihawk is destined to clash against Roronoa Zoro at one point. Although he holds the seat of the strongest currently, he won't be the strongest forever. Mihawk might eventually end up losing to Zoro. However, he will be among the strongest characters in One Piece without a doubt. His skills with the blade and impressive haki are enough to see him take a spot among the strongest. At number 11, Vinsmoke Sanji. Sanji is the chef of the Straw Hat Pirates and one of the three main fighters. He's extremely powerful and he usually takes down the third strongest opponent of the enemy side. Sanji has been consistently growing in terms of strength over the years, and he will grow even further by the end of the story. By the end, Sanji will likely be capable of clashing against an admiral and even defeating them. We expect nothing less from the left hand of the Pirate King. Next on our list, we go to the right hand of the Pirate King, Roronoa Zoro. Being Luffy's first mate and the combatant of the Straw Hat Pirates, Zoro's aim is to become the strongest swordsman in the world, surpassing Dracule Mihawk. After the time skip, Zoro had gotten very powerful and the true extent of his abilities isn't known just yet. Like Sanji, he will get even stronger at the end of the story. He will also be comparable to an admiral. Zoro will likely be one of the most important characters by the end of the series. We can't wait to see how he attains the title of the strongest man, because I'm sure the animation was going to be superb. At number 9, we'll go with the brother of the future Pirate King himself. The chief of staff of the Revolutionary Army and Dragon's very own right-hand man, Sabo, is already one of the strongest characters in One Piece series. He's powerful enough to clash evenly against an admiral, and he still has a lot of room to grow. With the powers of the Mera Mera no Mi and a high-level armament haki, stopping Sabo in combat is nearly impossible. Near the end of the series, I would like to see Sabo close to the level of Luffy and maybe even surpassing Dragon at some point. At number 8, we'll go with the Fleet Admiral, Akainu. Akainu is currently the Fleet Admiral of the Navy and easily one of the strongest characters in the series right now. Unlike most of the others in the list, Akainu is already at his peak, having become the Fleet Admiral sometime during the time skip. He will likely stand against Luffy in one way or the other at the final war, and they will find out how strong he truly is. Nonetheless, at the end of the series, Akainu will definitely be amongst the strongest in the series. At number 7, Monkey D. Garp. Garp is the Vice Admiral of the Navy who is renowned as the hero of the Marine. Despite his age, Garp appears to be quite powerful still, and since the end of the series isn't too far away, he will likely maintain his level of strength. Being amongst the strongest characters in One Piece ever, it is easy to see why Garp makes the list. His monstrous physical ability combined with his tremendous mastery of haki makes him a force to be reckoned with. Number 7, Trafalgar D. Law, also known as the Surgeon of Death. Law is one of the most influential characters in the entire world of One Piece. He is the one who triggered the war against Kaido, although his motivations were entirely different while doing it. Nonetheless, Law was a key player in taking down Kaido. Come the end of the series, we can see Trafalgar Law as one of the Yonko, which would automatically make him one of the strongest known pirates on the sea. At number 5, we go with Eustace Kid. Kid is one of the members of the worst generation, just like Luffy and Law, and his aim is to become a pirate king as well. Like Luffy, he has crushed those who have dared to stand in his way. We will likely see him become a Yonko, just like Law at the end of the series. At number 4, Shanks. Shanks is the captain of the Red-Haired Pirates, one of the current Yonko crews in One Piece. Although he's among the targets of the worst generation, it is highly unlikely for someone like Shanks to fall by the end of the series. If alive, it goes without saying that he will be one of the strongest towards the end of the series. Luffy will only fulfill his promise to Shanks after achieving all his goals, which means Shanks will still have to be a pirate around the same level as Luffy himself. Number 3, Monkey D. Dragon. Dragon is the leader of the Revolutionary Army and the man known as the worst criminal in the world. His strength is phenomenal and it is likely comparable to those of the Yonkos. The fact that his number 2 is Sabo and could fight against an admiral evenly shows how strong Dragon will be himself. Although Dragon being alive towards the end of the series is debatable, we certainly do think if he is, it is inevitable for him to be among the strongest. One Piece fans would love to see him get involved in the war against the world government. At number 2, we go with the man with the many personalities, Blackbeard. Marshall D. Teach, also known as Blackbeard, is one of the 4 emperors of the sea in One Piece who already wields magnificent powers. He is the user of 2 different double fruits and the strongest paramecia and Logia at the same time. It is unknown if the Blackbeard can eat more devil fruit, but that possibility is undeniable there. Teach is strong and he will grow even stronger as we move towards the end of One Piece. During the clash against Luffy, we will likely see him unleash his true power and show the world that he is worthy of being called the strongest. And finally, at number 1, we go with our protagonist, the future Pirate King, Monkey D. Luffy. The protagonist of the series, Monkey D. Luffy, will undeniably end up as the Pirate King by the end of the series, and in doing so, he will be the man who conquered all the sea. For Luffy to be able to do that, becoming the strongest of all time is just as important. With a lot of room to grow still, we are sure that Luffy will become very powerful and possibly even surpass the likes of Goldie, Roger and Whitebeard in the process. Although that day is far away, every One Piece fan is waiting for it in anticipation. Thank you for watching our list of top 15 strongest One Piece characters towards the end of the series. Leave a like and subscribe to our channel.